remembering those lost to overdoses in the wake of a provincial decision that some say will cost more people their lives. Good evening and thank you for joining us. Local organizations and community members gathered at Waverley Park today for International Overdose Awareness Day.
This is the first such event since the province announced that it'll be closing the local safe consumption site, a decision many believe will lead to even more deaths. Nev Van Pelt joins us in studio. Nev, how bad is the drug crisis in our city already?
Haley, statistics from 2023 showed that Thunder Bay had the highest per capita death rate in the province. So bringing awareness to the overdose crisis is essential. The numbers have gradually decreased since the pandemic, but officials say they are still alarmingly high for a city this size.
We see this happening every day in our community, numerous times a day.
The most recent data from the Office of the Chief Coroner showed there were 77 overdose deaths in the Thunder Bay census area last year. Acting Drug Strategy Lead Riley Willinen says overdoses and drug addiction impacts everyone.
Having days like today is really important to raise awareness about that, to also educate folks on risks of overdose and how to maybe mitigate those risks as well. It's also a good time to honor those people who have been impacted by or lost their lives to overdose and really bring community together to let people know that there's support out there.
Local paramedics say the numbers are trending in the wrong direction. Superintendent of Community Paramedicine, Andrew Cuglietta, says their data trends were not something they were looking forward to presenting, but felt it was important.
From our previous data in 2019, when we had some of this out to the public, our response was one overdose every 22 hours. And right now, in today's climate, we're about one overdose every 9 hours, which is quite concerning and alarming.
This event comes just a week after the province announced the impending closure of Thunder Bay's only safe consumption site in March. And the federal Safer Supply program is also ending at the same time. Norwest Community Health Center CEO Juanita Lawson says the news was devastating, but they are putting their best foot forward.
We have to remain optimistic and we have to look forward. There's some decisions that have been made and we will, again, as a community, I'm very confident that I'm so confident in our community that we will find a way to do this important work and not give up.
It's heartbreaking and I'm not sure what's to come, but in the meantime, like our clients are extremely brokenhearted. We've dealt with a lot of clients that are just absolutely struck hard by it because that is where they come for safety. That is where they come for their health care.
Harm reduction worker Kyle Arnold managed to beat his addiction issues. The key message he wants to get across is that overdose and substance abuse is a healthcare issue and not a choice.
I had a father who was an addict and I believe that was passed down to me essentially. And so when I went to bury my trauma with substances, I became an addict.
Norwest officials want to remind the public about the Lifeguard digital health app, as it notifies emergency responders of a potential overdose and sends out substance alerts when the drug testing machine at Path 525 sees trends in toxic substances to be aware of. Nev Van Pelt, TBT News.